All right, we should be live. Let's try this again. Happy Friday. Let's see if this updated here to show that I am live. That streamed 6 days ago, but let's refresh. All right, this is my open office time. Welcome, welcome. Hope everything is working. Oh, it looks like we are live on YouTube. All right, looks like we're live on YouTube, which is perfect. It's our main source. Let's see if this started working over here as well. All right, it looks like it's working. So we'll be able to get started. Give me 1 second. Let me just update this here. All right, we are live. Perfect. Minute 22. All right, cool. Looks like everything seems to be working today. All right, welcome, welcome. My name is Jose. Welcome to my 30-minute open office time where I open up my virtual office to you, where I answer any of your marketing questions. So I'll go through the questions that I have, as well as if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments on the post on the live, and I will answer them. Just make sure I can view everything here. Where I answer any of your marketing questions. So I'll go through. Perfect. All right. So also within the comments and chat there, I will be dropping a link. So if you want to join live, you can join me live. So this will be in the YouTube chat. All right. Perfect. So let's go ahead and get started. So welcome, welcome. 30-minute open office time where I answer your marketing questions. And today, the first question that I have, boom, let me move this over here, is, hi, I recently just started a business making wood stains and keep seeing email marketing campaigns come up as a marketing tool, but I'm not familiar with it. How do you build an email list? Do you have any tips or suggestions? So you do wood stains, so something crafty, probably a lot of custom work, but maybe you have pieces that you produce on a regular basis that you sell, possibly at like a farmer's market or something like that, sell through your website. And so yes, email marketing is a great way to market your business. It is very inexpensive, but the problem is, how do you build your list? So there's a few different ways to build your list. Number one is if you have a website and you're driving traffic to your website, being that you sell a product, you can offer a coupon to your products, right? First time purchase, save 10%, whatever you may want that offer to be, and you can grow your email list there. Um, and so that's one way. A second way is on the website, you can also have something like download our brochure. So create a brochure for your custom work, learn more about our custom work and how you can place an order, download our brochure. And so that's another way to get people to opt in. Now, if you are doing wood stains and you are going to farmers markets and you have a little booth set up, why not set up a clipboard? You can have either people, write everything down, or if you have a tablet, you could actually just have a form right on the tablet where people could just type in their information, submit it, and you can build your email list right then and there by simply offering them to sign up to your newsletter if they'd like. Or I would probably encourage you to do a giveaway instead. So have some sort of small piece that you've created that you do as a giveaway every time you go to a market, and make it a different piece every time. That way it keeps it consistent. People always come back to check it out. But that's another way to build your email list. So those are the 3 different ways that you can build your email list: 2 on the website, 1 out in public. Um, yeah, and that's what I would suggest as far as building out your email list. And then the other thing is you're going to need an email marketing platform. So I typically suggest MailChimp as a marketing platform for emails. Simple, it's easy to understand. There's also another one that's very popular that I also like, which is called Klaviyo. So either one of those two work really well, and they have a lot of integrations with different websites. So it makes it very easy to be able to import information such as your contacts from a website into your actual email marketing database. All right, so that's number 1. So again, if you're just joining, welcome. This is my 30-minute open office time where I answer your marketing questions. So if you do have any marketing questions, feel free to drop them in the comments or chat, and I will answer them for you. If I don't answer it in this live, I will make sure to answer it in the next one. So this happens every Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is week number 2 of this year. Last week I had a little bit of technical difficulties, but everything should be straightened out today. So I hope you're enjoying this. But let me get to the next question. The next question is SEO fading? So SEO is search engine optimization, which is the optimization of a business's online properties in order for them to rank organically when people are searching for the product or service. And so this is not just the website. The SEO extends to social media platforms, any local directories, any offsite blogs that you might have. So there's a lot of different strategies as far as online platforms out there that you can utilize for SEO. Now, is SEO fading? I don't think it's completely fading. Thing is that things are really shifting when it comes to the way people search and the way people engage with businesses nowadays. So there's just so much advertisements and overload when it comes to information now that you really have to be in more than just one place. You can't just be on Google and be number 1 nowadays, because even on Google, if you do a Google search, now you have Google local service ads, which are the Google guaranteed ads that show up typically at the very top. Then you have your regular Google ads that show up below that sometimes. Then below that, you have your Google Maps that show up there. Then below that, you finally get to your actual organic listings. All right. And so there's a lot of things that are in the way before anyone can actually see your business when it comes to on a Google search. So at the same time, yes, you want to be there because a lot of people do scroll past all the ads and all that and go straight down to the results to go see who's number 1 and go to their website. But a lot of businesses now are getting smart and savvy and leveraging things such as meta advertising, Facebook and Instagram advertising to be able to get in front of people who are been searching on other websites for a specific product or service. So if you've ever gone to a website and all of a sudden you're looking at, say, watches, you go to this website to go look at watches, and now all of a sudden you go back, you're on Facebook and Instagram, and you're getting all these different brands. You're like, never even heard of this watch brand, right? And so now that's another way for people to get in front of potential prospects, right? Is to leverage the advertising side of things to be able to get there. As well as I've heard Neil Patel say that it's not about search engine optimization, it's search everywhere optimization. So you want to be optimizing your social media platforms, make sure all your information is in there, ways that they can contact you are there, because people go on Facebook and Instagram and type in searches for different types of businesses in their local area. Or maybe they want to learn about a certain industry. And so they'll do a search on social media to learn more about the specific industry. And that's your opportunity to show up as well. And so you really want to be optimizing everything and making sure that everything across the board is consistent with how they can get a hold of you, where they can visit your website, so that you don't miss out on any business. So SEO is just kind of shifting. You just have to optimize everything. Which leads to the next one, my next question, which is, what's more important to me, Branding or marketing? Um, so that was their question. You can have a great brand, but if you're not marketing the brand, no one's going to know about it, right? And so you have to market the brand in order to create the branding. Does that make sense? Right? The brand is your logo, who you service, right? What you do, how you help people, the way your business comes across, the uh, maybe the packaging, everything with the actual business itself, how it represents itself. Then the marketing is the actual pushing that brand out to more people so that they can see it and learn more about it. And so a lot of people confuse branding and marketing as like two different things, but really it's really the same thing, because as you're marketing, even if you're marketing trying to generate sales or leads, the brand is attached to it, right? So now you're branding the business as, this business sells this product, right? So you're always branding. And so you definitely want to have a good solid brand, right? And a direction that the brand um, represents who it is that you represent, who you are as a character, and market yourself, right? And get it out there to more people through any of the marketing channels that work best for your business. And so uh, there's not one that's more important than the other. I think branding is slightly more important because you want to make sure that you create a brand that is memorable, that people will be able to remember when it comes time for them to do business with you. So, all right. So that's another one. Let's go. We got it rocking and rolling today, I think. Uh, So this is my 30-minute open office time. If you've never been here, this is where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you do have any marketing questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments, and I will get to answer those. So, all right. Let me just make sure everything looks good. Everything seems to still be working. All right. All right. All right. Next question. What is a common marketing mistake you see business owners make? So well, there's just so many. There's just so many mistakes. Um, but the most common mistake is not marketing at all, right? And the one that is are the business owners that are like, oh, I don't need to market because word of mouth works for me. I can't tell you how many times I've had people reach out to me and been like, oh, listen, yeah, I need to start doing some digital marketing because I used to get a lot of business through word of mouth, and that seems to not be working as well. Yeah, because things have changed, and you have to be out there. Word of mouth is great, but you can do digital word of mouth, right? Get video testimonials, get reviews, right? Get those things out there so that people can learn more about your business and how you do business. So not marketing at all is one of the biggest mistakes. They don't want to put up a website. I had a gentleman just last year who I built his very first website, and he had been in business for 20 something years. And he just got his first website. And that was because he noticed that there's competitors that are coming into the area that had websites. And so he was losing out on business because if someone went online and searched for his type of business, they'd find his competitor and not find him, because his business was mostly based on referrals. So now he has a website. Now he's getting leads through his website, and everything is good. But that is a big mistake, is not wanting to evolve with the times. Let's say that's the biggest mistake right there, not wanting to evolve with the times when it comes to marketing and advertising their businesses. Another mistake is thinking that social media will lessen their brand, meaning like bring down the value of their brand. Like social media is like this bad thing that's going to like destroy their brand. Like, oh, if you're on Facebook, you can't be a good person. You can't be a good business. Like, that's not true. And I've even had people be like, well, luxury brands don't advertise on social media. That's not true. You can see Louis Vuitton, Gucci, um, Lamborghini even advertises on there. Ferrari advertises on social media. So all these big top brands do advertise on these platforms. Why? Because their potential prospects are there. And they're also planting seeds for younger generations to start to, as they move into having more money as they grow up, they'll have the funds and the means in order to purchase the nice Louis Vuitton purses that they saw in those ads that they've been growing up with, right? Not necessarily growing up with, but they're targeting like the right demographic, right? So as people get older, they start to utilize their money towards those things. And so don't fall victim to not wanting to adjust to the times when it comes to marketing your business. Um, because there's so many opportunities now, and there's just so many different ways to market your business. Alone on Google, there's Google local service ads, right? So if you're a local type business, there's Google local service ads. There's Google search ads. There's Google display ads. There's Google video ads. And then on Google, they have search partners, right? So you can be on other platforms. So you can literally be everywhere across the internet nowadays. Uh, and so you can't just be relying on word of mouth. You have to adjust with the times. And so that would be the biggest mistake that I see businesses making, is that they don't adjust with the times. All right. So we're rocking and rolling. We're more than halfway through today. This is my 30-minute open office time where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you do have any marketing questions, please feel free to drop them in the comments or the chat, and I will answer them for you. All right. I don't even know if these comments are coming through, but if they are, I will try to answer them. All right, next question. Let's see what we got next. So the next question I got here is, what marketing myth do you hear all the time that just isn't true? So the biggest myth, some marketing myths, let's say, because it's not the biggest, but one is that advertising on Facebook and Instagram doesn't work. That's totally not true. It totally works. It's all a matter of knowing which ad objective to use, knowing how to create the ad, and having a strategy for that campaign so that you're not just throwing shit on the wall and hoping that it sticks. So that's one big myth, is that social media doesn't work. Another one is that branding is a waste of time. All right. So branding is a waste of time, which again, this goes back to that previous question as far as branding versus marketing. Branding is very important, and branding is not a waste of time because you're always branding your business. Anytime you go out there, you got a logo on your shirt, you hand out flyers with your brand on there, you are branding your business. So branding is not a waste of time. Some people think it's a waste of money because you have to spend all this money in order to create the logo and create the assets and the color palettes and all this stuff. It's not, right? This is this is what's going to represent your business going forward, and this gives you a clear strategy and ideas as far as what colors to use, fonts to use when it comes to all of your other assets, whether that's a flyer, a social media post, a banner, a graphic on your website. It gives you direction as far as how to create that so that it's consistent. And then anytime someone sees your brand or sees any of your assets, they're like, oh, that's from that company. Yep, we know it. And so that's why branding is important and not a waste of time and not a waste of money. All right. So those are two myths right there that I think can definitely be debunked pretty quickly and easily. Another question that I got: do you feel like small businesses value Google Business Profiles enough? So Google Business Profile is your Google listing for the map section. It is where you're able to put in your address and contact information. And when you Google your business, it populates on the right-hand side. That is your Google Business Profile. Do I feel that small businesses undervalue it? Um, yeah, they don't value it enough because it is an area that they are able to add a lot of information for a consumer. And the biggest part of it is utilizing the reviews, right? A lot of people go to Google to look up your reviews. So whether they go and find you through social media, someone referred you to them, someone referred them to you, uh, they're going to go on Google and go do a quick search to see if there's any reviews about you, to see, how good you do your job. And so that is a big piece of the Google Business Profile that is underutilized because a lot of businesses don't have a strategy on how to generate more reviews for their business. The other thing is there's also opportunities there where you can post. So you can post once a week on there, and that kind of keeps the listing alive. As well as, I was asked today actually by a client, should I be posting pictures, photos all the time on my Google Business Profile? And I said, yeah, why not? If you're at a job and you have some photographs and you want to, showcase it, just go on the app and hit add photos, and add the photos on there. And also any videos, you can add videos as well. It just keeps Google knowing, hey, this business is alive, it's working, they're posting. It's going to help with the overall rankings of your business as well when it comes to searches. Because think about it, if you have a Google Business Profile, you created it 10 years ago and you haven't touched it since, you don't generate any reviews on it or anything, slowly but surely Google's going to start moving that listing further and further down because no one's paying attention to it, right? No one's optimizing it, no one's adding any new information. There's no new posts, there's no new photos. So it's eventually going to think that the business could possibly be out of business, especially if no one is going online and even searching for the business or clicking on that profile. And so it's really important that you maintain your Google Business Profile by posting on there every now and then. And so don't undervalue it. It is definitely valuable. All right. So welcome. This is my 30-minute open office time where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you have any, feel free to drop them in the comments or send me a message. Don't worry, I'm not going to throw you out there, throw your name out there. It is completely anonymous. Unless you want your name to be there, and I could definitely put your name on there. And that is not a problem. All right, let's see. What else do I have here? As far as marketing questions that I have left here, I think I may only have like one or two more. Where'd it go? Which one did I do? How do you deal with marketing plans that don't deliver results? So how do I deal with a marketing plan that does not deliver results? I adjust. That's it. You have to make your changes right away. As soon as you see that it's not working, you have to make some changes. So recently I started a campaign for a shopping campaign for a client. The other campaigns have done really well. This new one that I started for a different type of promo wasn't doing as well, and so I had to go in there, turn that one off, and restructure the strategy for that specific campaign, specifically more of the targeting in order to get in front of the right people, and so that's what you do, right? If a campaign is running and it's not delivering, you got to make changes. Now, if at the same time, if you launch a ad campaign and you look at it the very next day and you're like, I'm not getting any sales from this. Well, that's not how it works, right? You have to give it time for the system to learn the ad, learn who you're trying to target, see who engages, right? So you have to give it some time. There is a learning phase, as they call it, where the system will learn about your ad and who you're trying to target and who your ideal customer is. And so the more time you give it, the better that becomes. But at the same time, you don't want to just let it run on forever, because obviously, if it's not generating the results after some time, it's time to make changes. And so that's the best way to kind of handle any ad campaigns that are not functioning. Just change them. All right. So that's all I got for questions today. We're actually almost up on our 30 minutes anyways. So thank you so much for checking out my live here. My live open office time, where I open up my virtual office to you to answer any of your marketing questions. So if you do have any other marketing questions, feel free to send me a message. You can find me on Instagram at jvictorcast, as well as on Facebook and LinkedIn. And that is it. So I appreciate you so much for making it here to the end. If you did make it here to the end and you are the first one to claim this, here is a $10 gift card that I'm putting out there for you. So if you scan this QR code, this is a $10 gift card. All you have to do is scan that QR code, enter in the activation code there, and you will receive a $10 gift card to any one of these vendors. Plus, they have a whole bunch of other ones in there also. So this is a gift card that I give out. It's called Biz Gifts. So it's a business card on the front and then a gift card on the back. So if you are the first one to see this and claim it, congratulations, $10 for you, and I appreciate you for checking this out. All right, so happy Friday. I appreciate you for checking this out. And remember, next Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be live again with my open office time to answer your marketing questions. So make sure to get your questions in, and I will make sure to answer them. So until the next one, peace.